All right, so this is the broccolini and kale dish. The broccolini is coming from a combination of Oprah Farms and Kupa'a. It's served with our Russian kale, which is also coming from Ocoa, Oprah Farms, and Local Harvest. They're both cooked in the wood fire oven in a cast iron skillet, and we season it with our lemon vinaigrette, which is equal parts lemon juice to olive oil. And then when it comes out, we hit it with red chili flakes, Parmesan cheese, toasted mac nuts, and then just some microgreens. So this is the beets and yogurt dish. We've roasted the beets in a low oven in some aromatics with thyme, olive oil, salt, sugar, and some peppercorns. After we've roasted them, we've peeled them and cut them and marinated them in white balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and a sprig of thyme. On the bottom, you'll see our yogurt emulsion, which is half and half yogurt and salt. And on the top, we have some roasted fennel. The fennel's roasted with a little bit of butter, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And our house puff grains, which is forbidden rice, sunflowers, pepitas, and sesame seeds. We've just garnished it with a little herb salad. Ready? This is the chopped salad, so it's a combination of kale and cabbage. The kale and cabbage are both coming from a combination of Ocoa and Oprah Farms Local Harvest. We're serving it with cherry tomatoes, shaved cucumbers, smoked Gouda, sunflower seeds, and golden raisins. The vinaigrette's made from our Millhouse mustard, honey, shallots, eggs, olive oil, and a bunch of peppercorns. We've seasoned with little white balsamic vinegar. This is the Kauai shrimp and chow fun dish. The noodles are actually gluten-free. They're made from tapioca flour and cornstarch. There is corn in them. The broth is the tom yum broth, which is tomatoes, ginger, scallions, shrimp shells, lemongrass, and the top is on the top of it we have a watercress and jalapeno slaw that's tossed with cilantro vin. Our cilantro vin is jalapenos, cilantro, a little lime juice, and some olive oil with a touch of xanthan gum. On the top, you're going to see this little crumble. The crumble is made from chicharrones, gochugaru chilies, and a little bit of kaffir lime as well to kind of reinforce the kaffir lime broth. And we've just hit it with little microgreens as well.
Hi there. I'm going to talk about the Waikapu Planters Punch real quick. First of all, Kohana rum, star of the show, Agricole rum made on Oahu. Agricole is a French style of rum, most famously made in Martinique, where they make the rum from the pressed cane juice. The next ingredient, Tavia Arak. Arak is one of the oldest spirits, the original punch spirit. This product is made in Java, Indonesia, blended in Amsterdam, and then produced in Austria. It gives kind of some chocolate, tropical fruit notes. The cocktail is the Waikapu Planters Punch, so it's fitting the original punch spirit goes in there. Just a half ounce of that. The Luxardo Maraschino liqueur, made from Marasca cherry, gives some pretty unique, kind of not super cherry-like flavors, but definitely kind of fruity characteristics. Some herbal, floral tones as well. We actually cook that into the guava jelly. Guava jelly is going to be made with fresh guava and lime, a little bit of organic sugar. We then also blend in cane syrup that we steep with green tea, Pono Infusions green tea, fresh lime juice, a dash of Angostura bitters, and then actually into the guava jelly as well, we put a little bit of Pacific Biodiesel's macadamia nut oil. I'm going to talk about the cane peeler cocktail. First of all, kind of a riff on a painkiller, classic tiki cocktail. It's a variation. A friend of mine, former coworker, founder of Perfect Pour Cocktail Company, he threw a little cold brew in the classic painkiller. So we just are using his recipe essentially. Switch it up a little bit. We're making all the ingredients obviously fresh here. Starting with the rum, Bank 7, 23 different rums from 7 different islands blended into this. So it's kind of nice. A lot of times we select certain rums and blend them in our cocktails. This one is kind of pre-blended. And then the cane peeler batch, this has fresh coconut cream, our macadamia nut orgeat, fresh pineapple juice, cold brew, cane syrup as well. This one So Bank 7, Cane Peeler mix, and then just a 1/4 ounce lime juice.
Alright, so we're going to talk about the Monk's Mango, which is going to be a Fifth Street gin based cocktail. So you're going to get a lot of botanicals coming from the gin, as well as yellow chartreuse, which is a spirit whose recipe is protected by monks. Therefore, the Monk's Mango. Yeah, lighter than green chartreuse, but still really delicious and flavorful. Then a little bit of dry orange curacao. And this is where the mango comes into play. It is a mango, poha berry, black pepper, a little bit of fennel shrub. So going to be a decent amount of acidity in this cocktail. You get some spice from the black pepper too. A little bit more acid from the lime. And then a little bit more botanical flavors from the hopped grapefruit bitters that we put into it. And then it also comes with a candied black pepper mango rin.
Talk about Mari's addition to the menu, Bury Me at Sea. We start with Corzo Reposado Tequila, 100% agave, rested in barrels. She added Ransom Old Tom Gin. This is a gin made out of Oregon. Old Tom is a style of gin that's a touch sweeter than London dry gins. It's also, as you'll notice, not clear like most gins, and that comes from, as we know, Thyme and oak. So both these products, the tequila and the Old Tom Gin, see thyme and oak. That's going to give them a little softer, kind of more rounder qualities. This cocktail was designed kind of to be a culinary cocktail, to be kind of savory, mouth-watering. So the barrel characteristics are nice in that. The Old Tom provides a big punch of cardamom, as importantly. Then just a 1/4 ounce of our Ruby Port. The Ruby Port does have some fresh fruit, kind of like the Waikiki Planters Punch and this cocktail. They have fruit components, but they're not fruity cocktails. This one has some fresh fruit characteristics from the Ruby Port, and then we made a strawberry syrup, added a little bit of salt and a little bit of balsamic vinegar. It's not to be confused with a shrub. A shrub's going to be more of an equal part fruit, vinegar, and sugar. This is primarily strawberry with a tiny bit of salt and vinegar. So these are the components for the Bury Me at Sea. Got to talk about our Mr. Greenleaf cocktail, Mari's addition to the menu in honor of our wonderful farmer Russell Greenleaf and his appetite for scotch. We've got Glenlivet 12 is the base. As far as single malt scotches go, this one's going to be probably one of the more approachable. A little bit of peat, smoky qualities, but pretty soft in that regard. But then we bump it up with a 1/4 ounce of Ardbeg. This is from Islay in Scotland. Really, really heavily peated scotch. Gives you a lot of those kind of smoky, medicinal qualities. Just a 1/4 ounce goes in the drink though. Just to bump it a little bit. Averna Amaro kind of rounds out some of the characteristics of the two scotches. Softens them. It does provide some bittersweet kind of qualities. A bar spoon of our smoked gum syrup. So gum, G-O-M-M-E, is a type of syrup that provides a little bit more viscosity to a cocktail. So when you're just adding a small amount, it gives a little more texture and weight. And then a dash of black walnut bitters. These also provide a nice kind of rich, round, buttery quality, which is nice to balance out the smoky, sometimes bitter aspects of some of the other ingredients. That's the Mr. Greenleaf.